Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel where we try to race online in Le Mans Ultimate. So I signed up for this golden race here. I'm noticing Edgar Avocado, Acevedo. Don't know if that's the same one that races in our leagues, but I think he's trying out the new Toyota. We'll see how this race goes. For the moment, not many have registered. Enough to make a race, but yeah, I'm surprised that midday weekend, Saturday, not many people are on. So the event starts in a little bit under 10 minutes. It's a 2-minute practice session, qualifying 8 minutes, race 60 minutes. Ooh. I wanted to do this one last night, except I was stressed out because one of my fur balls decided to run away for 3 hours, coming back and just stretching out in the grass here in front of the patio as if nothing happened. I was not happy. So I was a little bit stressed out last night, getting into a race and to find out that there was only 3 people in each category for a total of 6 drivers. So you have to be 5 per class for the race to count. So yeah, I pulled out of that. Decided to go back outside. Kept looking for my cat.
Justin Slim Friesen says, hey.
Hey. How are you, Sir Justin? Whew. Hopefully, finally gonna get to try out the Toyota here. I've been liking the Toyota.
Justin Slim Friesen says, good. You.
I am good. A little bit tired. I don't know why. I kind of do know why, because I barricaded the screen doors and windows last night before going to bed. And somebody was hollering every 15 minutes. He'd stop for 15 minutes, holler for an hour, stop for 15 minutes, holler for an hour. Somebody apparently enjoyed his freedom yesterday. Which he's inside now. Oof. Oh, did you get to try out the livery yet? Did you check that out? I can switch the layers around if there's certain things you want to do differently. Actually, 6 minutes, I probably... Oh, I don't want to exit this. I've been having trouble exiting servers. Every time I want to exit a hosted race, my game just freezes.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I haven't yet, no.
My game just freezes and I gotta restart it, so... Hopefully they'll come out with a fix for this. After the stream, I might do a check files in the folder thing from Steam. Because every time I go to quit a hosted race, or any race for that matter, every time I try to exit, it just doesn't do nothing. I gotta Alt F4, close the game, and start it up again. So is Edgar Avocado Acevedo the same one that races with us in ZRL? I forget his first name. I'd probably have to check on SimGrid, which I'm too lazy to do. As usually, he's in a,
Justin Slim Friesen says, I don't know.
Usually he's in the Aston Martin Valkyrie. I see him here with the Toyota, so I'm not sure if it's the same one, but I think it is. I actually do have quite a bit of time to go and check here on SimGrid. SimGrid is so confusing. Like, I asked Dale to change my car, and then it only shows me the 2023 car available. But then if you go and look in the liveries, it will say 2026 TR instead of the GR. Drivers. Bum bum bum. No, it is a Jonathan Acevedo. And he's in the Genesis GMR. No, it's a Jonathan. Same country, not the same guy. Unless this is his Smurf account. You never know. Could be. Or maybe he has a family Steam account and it's somebody, a son, a brother, or something. Oh, man, I am so sore in the neck, the back, everything. I am not top shape today. So, did you enjoy the practice session and qualifying session? I'm guessing that, as usual, there's going to be a bunch of crashes. And whoever's on the starting grid, that's not how it's going to end. Well, I'm guessing at some point they'll come across traffic and get into accidents trying to pass and all that crappy stuff. Even though the cars are smaller this year, but they're still not small enough for this track. And I don't think,
Justin Slim Friesen says, Q was so good. For a second there I thought Max pulled out a miracle.
yeah, and his teammate did well too. So, gonna be interesting. But looking at all the cars bouncing all over the street track, it's like, ah, man. Okay, yes, maximum grip, but it's not a safe setup. Hopefully the race setups are a little bit safer. Otherwise, the cars are going to be bouncing into the walls all over the place. I really hate Monaco. It's the worst track of the season. That's probably the one track I don't want to see in this game ever. There's so many beautiful tracks. I don't know what Dale was referring to yesterday. The events coming up with two TBA tracks. I couldn't find anything about that.
Justin Slim Friesen says, the race is gonna suck. As always. But it's hard to beat Monaco Q.
Oop, fire department. And sometimes they try out their sirens. So we'll see how that goes. And yes, I'm right next to the fire department. I'm like 6 meters away. I don't know if they still do this nowadays, but back in my day, in my youth, you could actually call them to have your swimming pool filled up. I don't know if they still do that nowadays. What happens if a fire breaks out while they're doing that? Okay, setups. Do I have my... I do have my setup up and running. Okay. Let's just wait for the race to start because I'm not qualifying. I'll set up a smoke screen here in the meantime. Yeah, I've been wanting to redo your rear livery for a while. I was just trying to get inspired if I wanted to change other things and was always undecided. I was even wondering at one point, should I put those wheat things in a yellow so that people either pass to the right or to the left of you?
Justin Slim Friesen says, I really like it. Seems like a big improvement.
And yet it's so minor of a difference. But then I made all the layers different, so now if you wanted to do like some flakes stuff, so it could be like, oh, you put like one green, but with the two greens you have, it changes greens all throughout every which way you look at it, without having the white also reflect the green. So I made all the white a sticker, made all the logos a sticker. So you can change things if you want them matte or shiny or flakes or reflection or whatnot. I don't recommend the chrome, but you can always have fun with it. Except for the white. I wasn't sure if you wanted to try the white as a chrome reflection, because there's a lot of white on your car, so that would be a lot of chrome. I'm like, I don't think he likes chrome as much as I do. But, let me know and I can always change the layers. Because the white doesn't do the chrome. It's only the green and blue layers that do. But yeah, I think that when I did your iRacing one, I kind of put the rear bumper green. So it was slightly different. And I think you had a good reaction to it. And ever since then, I was like, well, maybe I need to do this to this livery. I just never. I was trying to get inspired to change other things, and nothing ever inspired me, so be it. Man, I was going through the files yesterday. I got so many liveries for that McLaren. It's crazy. And now all the lineups have 2026 cars and liveries, so you can add that one to the 2026 without losing your 2025 livery. All right, default.
Justin Slim Friesen says, LOL. You're right. I'm not a fan of the chrome in LMU. If you could have colored chrome, that would be nice. But just a silver mirror, nah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I haven't tried it out at night, but yeah, it just does the mirror effect. And the color kind of comes through, but not enough. Meaning that if I use white, the chrome will be very white. If I use black, then the chrome will be a dark chrome, but it's still mirror effect. But you can see kind of the differences depending on the color you go with. Like if I put blue, there'll be a blue tint to it. If I put gold, there'll be a yellow tint to it. Oh shoot, this guy just lost it under braking. See that, man, I hated the old Toyota. But he's still the fastest man on track. But the tint is so unnoticeable at times that... Yep, so last night I had myself a good race on Interlagos in a hosted race. But, to my credit, I was always within 10 seconds of the leader. So, I was actually doing quite good in the Toyota there. Because usually I'd be, around 20 seconds over the next last person on the grid. So for me to stay within 10, and then one after the other, all the Ferraris spun out. Ooh, the Porsche. Porsches are fast, they just have really bad brakes. And they're all on quali fuel levels. I think I came across...
Justin Slim Friesen says, the guy in fourth is only there by a fluke.
Yep. And he's also a red flag.
Justin Slim Friesen says, now fifth LOL.
Still using the old BMW. The new one has smaller nostrils. Yeah, you know, I started arguing with Dale because I'm like, I don't want the 2023 GR, I want the 2026 TR. And I'm like, well, didn't SimGrid update these yet? And he's like, well, everybody had access to the new cars in the last race. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. How is it I can't find the TR in the list? It only shows up in the livery selection. It doesn't show up in the car selection. Came across a fluke a couple of times. Not the first time I see him in a race. Man, I could not drive this Toyota. I wanted to use my livery on it and all that stuff, and every single corner I would lose it. And now I'm taking this car with the CDA, pretty much the CDAs, and just needs a couple of tweaks. I am struggling at Spa though. Ooh, quali's over. Okay, time to go racing, folks. Yeah, I'm struggling at Spa. I'm losing the rear in the Eau Rouge and on that last fast bender. Just before the chicane at the end there, I lose the rear. Under coast. So I go up Eau Rouge, and as I'm starting to turn, I coast and then start hitting the throttle again, but as soon as I'm coasting, the rear starts sliding on me. Alrighty. Ooh, somebody's starting with 98%. Okay, I failed to understand the reasoning of the lack of 2%, but five. And they need to fix this too, right? Everybody's complaining the lack of HUD.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I assume Dale would have to add the new Toyota to the car list. The league registration was up well before that car was released, so he couldn't add it as an option then.
Yeah, no, it's done. It's like I said, the TR is selectable. The 2026 TR is selectable, but only through the livery option. If you go to hypercar and then the car that you want, you only have access to the 2023 Toyota GR. So it works. I was confused because I couldn't select the TR 2026 as a car to drive. But it's in the liveries, so okay. But at the last race, people were riding the new Toyota, they were riding the new BMW hybrid. Oh shoot. My tires are cold. Who's next to me here?
Justin Slim Friesen says. Were they?
Yep.
Justin Slim Friesen says. That's strange.
So it's done. It's changed, but it kind of left me confused a bit. Man, I hate cold tires. Whoa. Everybody's struggling with cold tires. Why did my car go into neutral? Yeah, I think this game still has a couple of issues. I shouldn't be able to downshift all the way down to neutral, should I? It's a good thing I was in a slow turn and my speed reduced enough that I can get it back in first. And my wheel's still doing a couple of wonky things. Oh, he's going for it. Okay. Oh. Yeah, it's just that you can't select the 2026 car from the menu. It's like it was super confusing.
Justin Slim Friesen says. So you guys registered with the GR010, are actually driving the TR010?
Yes, if you selected in the liveries. If you select the livery from 2026, that means you'll be driving the 2026 car.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Okay.
Yeah, it's super confusing. Just like when I went to do the livery on your car yesterday. I don't remember, but as an example, it gives me the 2023 Elms, 2024 Elms, 2025 WEC, and the 2026 WEC. Which it didn't used to do that. Oh, dang it, that was wide.
Justin Slim Friesen says. It's a bit annoying how they've organized that. Like if there's no changes in the body of the car, that livery should just be applied to every year.
Well, I like having different liveries on different cars, meaning that you can have 4 liveries for your McLaren and drive the same car, essentially. And it's weird because the new Toyota is not the same as the old Toyota. It's, the changes are not just cosmetic, although mostly cosmetic, I would think. Nonetheless, it should be a different
Justin Slim
car.
Friesen says, yeah. But you should just be able to save as many variants as you like and swap whenever you want. Justin Slim Friesen says, but whatever.
Actually, you can do that though. You can do swaps if you wanted to. If you don't delete them, you just apply them to your team and you can switch in and out. Problem is that if you're in a tournament on SimGrid, you're gonna have to go into your manage your thing there to update the livery that you're using.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I know. Just seems a little unnecessary.
Yeah, and they made it even more confusing. It used to be I only had 2 years to select the McLaren, now I got 4 years. And I was actually looking at the cars to see if there's differences. Because like in the LMP2s, there's differences between the Elms and the WEC versions. I feel like I need to let him go again, but there we go. Go ahead. But I don't want him cannonball running me into a corner. I'd rather lose a place and finish my race than fight for 5th with a guy with a red flag. Maybe that's what I need to do, get myself a red flag so that everybody fears me on the track. Well, Fluke is nice and polite to people. That's a good thing. He's thanking people to move over because he doesn't want to lose his position. Oh boy, 3 GTs that are fighting. This is going to be different. It was starting to rain. Not in the race, here outside in real life. Dang. Alright. I'm gonna have a bunch of crack penalties. I don't care. I got the points to spare, I think. The one thing that I don't like about this car is the first gear. Sometimes it's really slow to start getting revving. It's like it's missing a lot of torque in first gear at really slow speeds. But then through second, third, and fourth gear, it's really nice. Maybe I need some more front arc.
Justin Slim Friesen says. That means first gear should be safe.
Yeah, it's safe, but if I'm passing a car, a GT in the corner at very slow speeds, it means that he'll be able to out-accelerate me. Did he just lose it again? No, it's the guy in front. Oh, okay. Ooh, did he just spin out again? No, this time it was fluke. This car handles beautifully. I just think I need another little tick on the front arb to make it stick to corners a little bit better. And also something I noticed yesterday, when I get to 3/4 of my tank, I'm gonna have to up the traction control. When this car gets light, the rear gets happy. But otherwise, I am loving this car. It feels as safe as the Peugeot, but it feels sportier. If that makes any sense. I definitely like it a lot better than the Ferrari, especially on this track. And driving the Ferrari here, I just was constantly stressed at every single corner. This car and the Peugeot, I can throw them in the corner and they're both extremely safe cars.
Justin Slim Friesen says, just from watching you, I think this would be the high I'd probably want to drive.
Really? Okay. Ooh, he's going wide and so am I. I hate that dirty air effect. As I'm braking, I'm noticing that I'm not slowing down as much as usual. Is he gonna let me go here? No, he's not. Okay.
Justin Slim Friesen says, cockpit view seems good. Seems stable. And the sound seems like it won't get irritating in long driving sessions.
Yeah, that's the other thing, man. That Ferrari was noisy as crap. Constant whining of the turbos, the brakes squealing. And I'm not here to race pigs. But I was trying to get a bit more performance out of my driving, and I think my car is getting lighter and the brakes are locking up a little bit easier. I have to admit though, not the greatest brakes. I would say they are comparable to the Peugeots though. I mean, they're better than the Genesis brakes. But yeah, it's a lot of fun to drive. Very safe. Feels sporty, and like you say, the engine sound is not annoying. Ooh, he's letting me on the inside. Okay. Thank you. It's just that first gear when you're super slow is really hard to get revving up. But yeah, it means it is safe. You know, even if they say that the changes are just cosmetic, having driven the other one, it's night and day. So for me, it's two different cars, but it might be just that CDA tweaked it better than what they originally did with the first Toyota. Ooh, dang it. Coming in too fast. Man, halfway through the race. I feel like I'm ready to call it quits already. This is a long race. I'm gonna have to come into the pits to add 28. Is that what it's saying? How many laps have I got left? 8 laps. Okay. Oh man. Okay, that time I did click on both of them because I was trying to
Justin Slim Friesen says, there are a lot of differences between the two cars according to Google. You're not imagining it.
Okay. No, because when WEC announced that the new Toyota featured cosmetic retouches, it kind of left suggesting that the only thing changed about the cars was cosmetics. But I'm happy that they agree that it's a different car. I could use more of the motor mappers too. You definitely use more battery. See how slow it is to get into the first there? Ooh! See, any GT can out-accelerate me by quite a bit. That's the only thing that I don't like about this car. But if it makes everything so much safer and better, so be it. I mean, it can't all be upsides and no downsides to the car, right? Something I can live with. It's just super annoying coming out of a corner and being out-accelerated by a GT until you start revving the second gear. Well, that's a long 2 seconds.
Justin Slim Friesen says, looks like you need to use more battery.
Yeah, I already brought it up a notch, but that's up 3 notches now. If I had done that since the beginning, I probably wouldn't even have to tank as much. I kind of changed the battery side of the thing there.
Justin Slim Friesen says, yeah, I really don't know how much fuel it actually saves.
Well, I would guess over an hour it would save me another extra 10%. So if I need 27 and I only needed 17 instead, it would have made a big difference. Pit stop wise, as soon as the car goes up, it goes back down. Where now it's going to go up, we're going to have to wait 10 seconds, then it's going to be put back down. Maybe it's just 5%, but still, every little thing helps.
Justin Slim Friesen says, TBF, it doesn't save any VE usage. So is it really a big deal?
Yeah, you're right on that issue, I guess. Well,
Justin Slim Friesen says, just means you could run a slightly lighter car.
True that, but then, you know, I need to play with the fuel ratios, and then maybe that would help me as well. Something that I don't do, I pretty much leave it on default. Because as we've come to realize...
Justin Slim Friesen says, yup.
As we've come to realize, it's always better to have more fuel than more VE, because I'd rather have a stop and go than not being able to finish the race at all. Once you run out of fuel, that's it. You're stuck there wherever you are on the track. Run out of VE, well, Can still make it to the pits, but you got a penalty. I mean, I'd rather not go through either one of those, but one is worse than the other. Ah, man.
Justin Slim Friesen says, yeah, I like to carry one extra lap of fuel, just in case.
I'm always passing the Mustang in this area, which I really hate. Well, for a short time I was in second. So not this time around, maybe next time around I need to pit. Takes so long for that first gear to start revving. Rick! You behave, it's raining outside. Two laps? Will I make it 2 laps? No, I can't make it 2 laps. Okay. I need to come in. Oh, shoot. Cat, stop distracting me, please. Oop, hit unrequested. Rick, you behave. I'm gonna get mad. Well, 35%, 10 laps. I should be good. Easily good. Oh man, they're slowing me down here. Oh man, really? Hopefully I don't get a stop and go. That was pretty close. It says I need +1. Hopefully I have enough. I have 8 laps of fuel. I should be good. Oh shoot, I forgot that my tires get cold. It may not seem like it, but even a short pit, tire temperatures will drop quite a bit. Just lost it there. Yeah, well, maybe if I keep the pressure, maybe. Ooh, his car actually got some air time in that corner. Yeah, his car seems skittish. If I could just keep the pressure on him, he might actually lose it. And it's taken me a long time to get some heat back into these tires. I think I'm cutting it too close on the fuel saving thing. What's with this constant yellow? Are they coming out with a safety car? That was a long yellow and I never saw any cars anywhere. I would justify the yellow. I think just one more notch on the front arc there. Oh man, all these guys are still fighting. All these GTs. I don't want to blow my 30-second lead here, but I don't want to screw up their race either. Okay, well, he doesn't want to give it.
Justin Slim Friesen says, the fuel is close.
So lift and coast. That McLaren a couple of times tried to squeeze me off the track. So my readout says I'm 3.3, 3.6. I need to do 37 laps.
Justin Slim Friesen says, 5 laps to go by my count.
Well, I see 4. I don't think we're going to go to 38. So after this one, 2 more. 35, 36, 37, 3 more after this one. Ooh, shoot. Okay, yeah, it is going to be close. Yeah, it's telling me to pit again. Dang it. I didn't miss it by much, though. But I don't have to come in this time around. I need to come in next time around. Man, I'm losing that 30-second.
Justin Slim Friesen says. 3 to go.
I think you might be watching the stream 30 seconds late. I need to come in next lap, not this lap.
Justin Slim Friesen says. You might have enough. Justin Slim Friesen says. One more after this for you.
See, I don't know if you're watching me 30 seconds late or whatnot.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Leader on last lap now.
But I need to come in now.
Justin Slim Friesen says. If you fuel save, you'll make it.
Man, I just wrecked my race here. I wish you were talking to me in real time. It feels like you're 30 seconds off. Oh well. So be it. But yeah, I like
Justin
it.
Slim Friesen says. Dang. Wish I was a faster at typing. LOL.
Is it typing that's taking so slow? Because it's like the accident happened a minute ago. Or 2 minutes ago. But I have to stop and go, so... Yeah, I did have enough fuel to make it to the end.
Justin Slim Friesen says. I am live.
Really?
Justin Slim Friesen says. Done now.
Okay. Then you're really slow typer. Oh, my camera was off the entire time and nobody told me. Dang it. Yeah, well, that I'm not surprised. But I'm happy with my fifth because I was in fifth and happy to let Fluke pass me there, so I was happy with that from the get-go and all these DNFs. Oh. But yeah, that was a little bit too close on the pit stop, though. I thought I had put an extra lap in, but I need to put a bit more than that. Well, that stop and go might actually cost me some ranking. Yeah, I lost some driver ranking. Dang it. I was expected to finish third in this race. Wow, they were thinking highly of me. I mean, I wasn't second. I would have finished third had I not screwed up too many things. But yeah, this car is fantastic. I think it just needs a
Justin
little
Slim
bit.
Friesen says. Again. I wish the race leader was easily identifiable on the track map. LMU should address that IMHO.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, ourselves are not even easily identifiable on the map. That's the one thing I saw in LMU, not in LMU, iRacing, that there's a white circle around your triangle. So you know where you are on the map, easily accessible. Whereas when you got a couple of cars all bunched up together, you can never know who's where. But I really like this car. It is.
Justin Slim Friesen says. I was focused on trying to find him. That was a bit of the reason I was slow with the info.
And I took down the relatives and all that stuff because it was getting overwhelming. Like, I need to know my battery and how much fuel I need to put in. And even that one is not quite exact because it said I had over, but I had just enough. So I just want to try the car with a little bit more arb here in the front. Man, I like driving
Justin
this car,
Slim
though.
Friesen says. Yup.
It was close, but I needed just maybe a drop more to be safe because I had just enough to cross the line. If I hadn't fumbled in the pit there and get my stop and go. But man, it's like, oh man, is it going to switch over to one before I get to the line? Oh man, I need to hit the pits. Oh man, I'm coming in way too fast for the pits. And I need to get more heat into those front tires. It all depends, though, on the race temperature. Because I think I did this because it was too hot here practicing.
Justin Slim Friesen says. And I need to see where the leader is so I can follow him in the last few minutes. Would have been nice to see if it was gonna be 37 or 38 laps.
Oh, well, I told you it was going to be 37. He was on par for 37.2. Like at 37.8, you can maybe think he's going to go for 38 laps. But at 37.2, he was on par for being just 37.
Justin Slim Friesen says. Yup. I've been burned by that before. I wanna see him on track.
I've never been burnt by that. When I'm racing with Larson and I see 37.8, 37.7, I know we're gonna go to 38. If I see 37.1 or .2, I'm fairly good. We're on pace to keep it where it is. Got 37. I think that one click to the front arm made a nice difference. 'Cause I'm even on cold tires here and I'm not going as wide. And I'm still not losing the rear.
Justin Slim Friesen says. There's a lot of factors at play. Does he need to pit? Is he in heavy GT3 traffic, and other stuff that the lap counter doesn't show you? Justin Slim Friesen says. But anyways.
True that. I mean, at the beginning of the race, I would agree, but with 3 laps to go, I would still trust it. Yeah, I completely agree. It would be nice to see the leaders and being able to see where we are on the map as well. That's a lot easier. To know if I can rejoin safely if there's any cars coming. I have no idea by looking at that map there where I am. That's why sometimes I switch to the other map here, this one here. I know where I am and I can see if there's traffic coming and not. Oh yeah, I like the arb on this one. This is helping me corner quite a bit better. Rick. Hey, that front tire here is already running too warm for this track. I guess the race is colder. I was struggling to try to get some temperature into those tires. I really like this car though. It's like going from the Ferrari to the McLaren, how I enjoyed the differences. And going to the Peugeot kind of feels like going to the Lexus. I like the Peugeot a lot. But me driving it, I feel slow in it. Like in this car, you know, I feel like I may not necessarily be faster, but ooh! Well, that's kind of what I want to try to avoid, though. I think that was an R.
Justin Slim Friesen says, "It's nice to drive with a bit of confidence."
Yeah, and then the Peugeot I have a lot of confidence. And the Ferrari I had zero, zilch, nothing. So much so that it's only on this track though, because otherwise the Ferrari I can deal with it on other tracks, but this one track was a nightmare driving. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it as is. But if I keep losing the rear at that one corner, I might have to change this here. But otherwise, this is as good as it gets. You can wait. You can wait. Man, he is...
Justin Slim Friesen says, "The Ferrari is like you're just waiting for the bull to kick."
Yeah, exactly. And it is going to kick. You just don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. And then the entire time you're dealing with that squealing pig on their acceleration, braking, whatever. Where's Spa? Here's Spa. I have issues here. At Eau Rouge. Oh, dang. I forgot. I wanted to go into the livery thing. Let me just do 2 tweaks here to see if it helps, and actually let's go for 3 tweaks just to be safe. So in theory it loaded it up, right? But it doesn't always, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3. I rather do that than lift the front, put packers. Shows that we're going downhill. I was able to shift out of first right away. That Ferrari shall not pass. Well, thank you for bumping into me. Gotta deal with a cat here that's trying to bust the screen open. So did not lose it there, that's a good thing. Let's see if I lose it in Eau Rouge. Oh, dang it. Well, that was not well taken, but the car turns. God damn it. Sometimes you gotta struggle with trying to turn it, and sometimes you just do a little thing and it turns a lot. Still have to get used to it, but I really like driving this one. I really like driving hypercars. I've had fun in the the Cadillac. There's only really two cars that really annoy the bejesus out of me. That's the Alpine and the Ferrari. Oh! See there what I mean? I am losing the rear, so... That's really annoying.
Justin Slim Friesen says. That seems like a case of a bit too much rake. Aseecoming 6852 says. Hey bro.
Hello, Ace Gaming. How are you?
Aseecoming 6852 says. I'm surviving, that's all I can say.
Okay, well, hopefully you get to enjoying rather than surviving, but we all have our moments in life that seems to drive us nuts. Okay, so it's planted there. Seems planted in that other curve, but we'll give it another go here.
Aseecoming 6852 says. Well, I have a newfound respect for the devs of LMU.
Why is that? Okay, I'm happy that they put in this Toyota, but having to Alt F4 the game after every hosted race is kind of a pain in the butt. Yep, it's holding now, so I'm happy with that.
Aseecoming6852 says, I sent them a thank you letter as I used their game as an escape during difficult times. They gave me limited time access to all DLC, which is thoughtful because I do own all DLCs.
Okay, well that was nice. Yep, I'm happy with this setup. Well, let's save it. And I got myself. So, as obviously that's on a full tank. I don't know how the car's going to behave when there's fumes left in the tank at the end of the race. We'll have to be careful with that. Oh, forgot about the camera. There we go. So, okay, let's go to liveries.
Justin
Create a
Slim
new
Friesen
car.
says, seems a lot more stable.
Yep, it's a lot more stable. So, okay, so you have 2024 WEC, 2025 Elms, 2025 WEC, 2026.
Aseecoming6852 says, testing and tuning will always be testing and tuning, it never ends.
Well, I mean, this car is pretty much good from the get-go, but there was two places on this track that it was not safe. So yes, to make it even safer, I'd have to go with the rake, but I did not want to change that, but just those two little changes. So, okay, materials, let's metallic paint, let's go flakes. Let's go shiny. Let's go green. Let's just not do nothing with that. So you can see how the green is changing colors as you're going around. You know, I kind of like it, but it's not for everybody. Option 1, wrap. No, we're going to keep it matte. We're going to make stickers maybe shiny. And
Justin Slim Friesen says, oh yeah, that looks pretty good.
So it's not a big change, but you can see how the greens are shifting a little bit. So you still have that two-tone green, and both of them are shifting, you know. And it's not affecting the white, so the white is not going to be reflecting green. And then you have the new rear, and I made these underparts white as well. So, new rear, and you can kind of have fun.
6852 says, I like it, and I'm a guy who usually just drives a black car.
Well, this is Justin's livery. I kind of reworked the rear yesterday. And also, I just put all of these things on a different channel or layer. So now he can have fun and change them. I don't recommend chrome, but if that's what you wanted to go with reflective chrome. So you see the leaves have kind of changed, and you know, depending on what side you're looking at, it's shiny. So at night, when people flash their lights at you, they'll be reflected at them. if you wanted to go that route and annoy people. But
Justin Slim Friesen says, LOL.
But otherwise, you can just keep it as a matte sticker and you're good, or make it shiny if you wanted to. Shiny like the rest of the car. But the color shift won't affect these stickers either, so they won't change greens. But like I said, if you wanted me to, if you want to try the chrome on the white, I'd have to switch the white and the blue channels. Invert these. So anyways, you can try stuff out and see if you like it. You can choose any green if you wanted to. If you want to go something else, you could go
Justin
red.
Slim Friesen says, I'm sure it'll look way better on track. It always does in LMU.
And then if you want to go red, then you can see how it really changes everything. Is the car green or is the car red?
Justin Slim Friesen says, thanks for that, Jeeps. Great job as usual.
Yeah, I would not go with red. Maybe a turquoise. Half blue, half green. Wow, that's different. But that's more blue than it is green. You like your green, so just go green. Sometimes you have to fool around with it to get it to pop. Okay, well, that's it for current stream. Usually I don't stream Saturday nights or evenings, but I really feel like I really like this new Toyota. I like driving it. So I might just go and see what's available in the hosted races. I might bring it to Le Mans if it's up. Or I might host a race, or I might just practice different tracks offline. I don't know what I'll do. But I think I will definitely be back streaming this evening. So, okay, this little bugger guy wants to go for a walk, so I'll take care of him.
Justin Slim Friesen says, all right.
Thank you
Later.
for the likes, guys. Thank you for stopping by. And, yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys again. And hang in there, Ace. Life is not always easy. But Bruce Lee has a couple of good quotes. Kind of the thing that if it doesn't kill you, it'll make you stronger. But unfortunately, sometimes stuff happens and it kills you. And then story is over. So hopefully we don't go there. Be strong, and hopefully I'll see you soon.